Creating an Uphold account for Bitcoin. First of all, let's go to the uphold.com page. You can see up here. Click on the Sign Up Now button. Type in your email, password. Notice that you need at least one uppercase character, one lowercase character, and at least one number or one special character, and at least 8 characters overall. Click on Next. Type in the information requested, like name, address, and state and country. We're asking for state, birth date, next. Okay, it does have the green arrow checking that the username is eligible, available. Okay, they send an email, so you'll need to go to a confirmation account, and notice it's asking to confirm the email. Let's see. Click the link below to verify. And then enter the phone number below to set up a 2-factor authentication. And that's going to be important. That 2-step authentication is very critical to protecting your account. They're going to send a code, which, as you can see here, they're going to want me to put that code in and then click on verify. Check my cell phone. Okay, it's a 7-digit code. And they're going to allow for transfer from a bank. And they obviously have a virtual MasterCard that's available. So that's strictly up to you. Here's the information on what the card is, and I would just say make that decision and then you can move on. We do not recommend a virtual MasterCard. We recommend an actual physical card, like from bitpay.com. We'll talk about that more later. I'm gonna suggest that we become a verified member, become an Uphold verified member, and get access to insider perks, including increased transaction limits. Read more about, which we're going to need, I'm sure. Ability to add or withdraw funds to and or from Uphold account using bank transfer, credit, or debit card. Become a verified member. Please submit your residency address and an ID document to verify your identity. So, start. Okay. Type your address in. Street address, city. And country of residence and state. Upload a document. I'm going to use my driver's license. To begin this verification, please have your ID ready. So I would suggest you pull it out and have it ready, which is what I'm doing. Click the button to start the verification process. Passport, identity card, or driver's license. I'm going to click on driver's license. Use your webcam or scan your ID or upload an image of it. Well, I happen to have an image already created, but I could use my webcam. So I'm going to go choose a file. So upload. I happen to have a picture that I took of my license that I've used for other identification, but you can also be using your camera on your PC. You could also take a picture of your license with your cell phone, but I will warn you, based on the limitations here where it says the maximum file size can be 8 megabytes, that you may need to reset the picture size on your phone before you take the picture, because most phones, because they take such high quality pictures that the settings, the standard setting is at the highest or best level, which takes a very large file size, so that can be a problem. But I happen to use a picture I already had of my license, so I'll click on that, and they're going to want the back of my license as well. So there's the back of my license. Again, I did have a picture of it. Click confirm. Oh, okay. They want an image of my face. Documents being analyzed. Don't close the browser. And I'm sure this will take a little bit of time. And so continue. Thank you for submitting your identity verification. You're one step closer to becoming a verified member. Thank you for your patience while we review your information. Okay, they are asking me for, there's apparently a missing field, and they want a social security number or a tax ID number. So let's provide that to them. See where that takes us. So let's add that number in there. Okay, so add the either your social security number or your tax identification number for the purpose of, if it's a business, it'll be the TIN. Okay, now, congratulations, you're now a verified member. What I did, just so you know, it said we weren't quite verified up here, and what I did is I clicked on this BTC card to see what would happen, and that's when the message came up that it needed the social security number or the tax identification number. Okay, at this point in time, let's see, add funds from a bank account, from a credit debit card. Okay, that's interesting. So from this point on, you can add funds either from a bank account or from a credit debit card. And based on that, you should be able to buy Bitcoin. In testing, I went to add funds, so I went up to the top, because to use funds, like to send them to your cryptocurrency address at Gladiacoin, you would use this button under Use Funds. But to add funds to your account, which will be the first thing that you do, you have a choice from your bank, from your credit debit card, or with cryptocurrency. I haven't checked the bank yet, but in checking the credit card, I did fill in my credit card information, and to fund it with a credit card, let's see. Notice it says this process may take 2 to 3 business days. But you know what? Given the ease of using this account, and that 2 to 3 business days would be very acceptable. So I did want to let you know that's but you can use a credit card and do that, and it's just such a simple process here at Uphold. I'm just really pleased, because you can get everything from a debit card that you can use to spend the Bitcoin once you have it, and to opening an account here and being able to fund it with a credit card or through your bank account, and then being able to use the funds and send them to your Gladiacoin address, your cryptocurrency address, from this same account. So this looks to be one-stop shopping, and very pleased with what it appears to be. So hopefully that helps. Okay, back to the front page, or the dashboard of Uphold. Notice there's some possibilities here: send money to friends, invest in gold or Bitcoin, save costs for my business. Well, invest in gold or Bitcoin, if we click on that link, Notice what it says here, that you head to the money card for the precious metal or cryptocurrency you'd like to buy and add funds to it by using Bitcoin, your bank account, or your credit debit card. So clicking on next. Step 2 would be before you confirm the transfer, you'll get to see and approve the rate for it. Click confirm and the fund will be instantly transferred and converted to the asset you choose. So you can buy and hold gold, silver, platinum. It mentions all the things, but we're mainly concerned with Bitcoin, which it mentions here. Holding the assets is free, and you can even transfer some to your friends via email within the send or transfer tab. We're actually going to transfer it to the Gladiacoin account. Okay, we've got that. So we click on the card like it said to do, and we're going to add funds from, let's say in this case, a credit card. So we'll go through that process. Click on that here. You're going to enter the amount of Bitcoin that you need. And notice it's like we said earlier, it takes 2 to 3 business days. Once that's complete and it's in your account, you can go to the Use Funds tab, and then you can send it. You click on Send to Cryptocurrency Address, and just to take note, you're going to fill in what amount you need to send. Remember, in the account that we created at Gladiacoin, we asked for a Spartacus 2 account, which is 0.10 Bitcoin, and this was the address that it needs to be sent to at Gladiacoin. So we're going to copy that address. Now be absolutely sure, this is the way we normally check it. Starts with 1P and ends with YG. So we go back to the Uphold account, we paste that in this address, crypto address here, we paste that in, begins with 1P and ends with YG. That matches what we, starts with 1P and ends with YG, so that matches. Double check that, because once you send it, it's gone. If you leave one digit out, if you do things wrong and it goes to a totally different account, there's no way to recapture it. So this is very, very critical to double check yourself. Now here you would put in this case, you don't want to send any more or any less than what we set it up for, 0.10. So you would put in 0.10 and send that Bitcoin, and that's how much it's going to debit your account. Based on, now assuming that you had a balance of Bitcoin, it's going to deduct that, and it's going to tell you exactly what the fee is for doing that. So that's important to know. In this particular case, the fee that's being charged based on today's Bitcoin rate of about $1,200 per Bitcoin, that network fee is about 60 cents. So you can see that it's a very, very reasonable fee using Uphold. Now they sent the verification code to my phone. I have to enter that. Again, this is a transaction that's being checked and rechecked just to confirm what you want to do. So that's very, very important to do that. I'm not going to go ahead and click this, but you can see what the process is easy enough to handle. Any questions? If you need some help, underneath the actual username of the account, there's a help menu, and you can see that there's a lot of information here concerning the funds and withdrawing, how to add funds, and it mentions it here. And please note, with credit card, there's a maximum of $250 that can be funded per transaction per day, and up to a maximum of $600 per week. In the case of bank funding, if you're bringing it from your checking account, let's say, the maximum per day is $500. So if you needed more than that, basically what you would do is you'd create a transaction today for $500, and then you create a transaction tomorrow for whatever additional money you needed to meet the specific requirement that you had. If it was a half a Bitcoin, you might need $120 or $130 more, so the next day you would use $130 as the transaction. So it might take a couple of days back to back in order to get the amount that you want, but this is still very easy to do, and then you've got a waiting period of 2 to 3 business days. But most all the information that you need would be available, like I said, underneath the username on the account. So you can go ahead and use that. Hopefully that helps.